Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This one's going to be a retro reaction, kind of a reaction, but it's more like a fact-checking video. Answering more questions part two. We're going to make sure that Foodie answered these questions from her audience correctly and accurately. So without further ado, let's get to.
Hey guys, welcome back to part two of Q&A series I'm doing. I'm just trying to answer all your guys' questions, so let's get right to it. I know that I've announced that we have like 4 channels on the go, and we have the gym, and we have so many
4 channels on the go? They had 4 channels? Since when?
other things going on with Ramadan. I'm really behind on editing. I do have some series of videos I'm going to do on this channel regarding my Ramadan experience and my Kuwait experience in general, so just be patient with me. I'm a little bit behind on the
I just paused it there because I don't know what she's posing for like this. I don't really know what this is, but I just wanted to show you guys.
um, editing, so I'll get there. So let's get to it. All right, so just going to continue with the questions. Gorl World Oracle asks, question, why haven't you sought out paid partnerships and sponsors? There are apps you can join that will help with that. So there's like a few reasons. One of those reasons is that I don't really like advertising other people's products unless I unless it's something that I really enjoy. For example, Lush, which doesn't happen because they don't really do sponsorship videos. Maybe they do now, but they didn't for a long time.
Lush would never sponsor her, ever.
I just really don't enjoy it. It's just not something that, I can't be fake about it. Like, I can't just promote a product if I don't really like it. Maybe in the past I was more enthusiastic about it. As a new YouTuber, I used to do things like Teamy and all that. Although Teamy, I did drink their tea, so I did like some of their products. But
Yeah, her and her mother used to push the Teamy tea. They would do videos, like her mom would be like in the background of the video, like trying to like push the stupid tea on people. But the only sponsorship that has stuck out in my mind over the years was the coldest water bottle. Chantal would push that thing. A lot of YouTubers were like promoting the coldest water bottle. Chantal was right along riding that wave, and then what happened? The reason she stopped was, well, I've got 2 theories. One theory is the truth, really, is that one of the other content creators that she hated on the reaction channel, her name was Callie, Life of a Free Spirit. She also got a partnership with the coldest water bottle, and Chantal didn't like her because she would react to Chantal's videos. So Chantal hated her, and she was a woman and she was African American. So right there is the trifecta for Chantal hating them. Anyway, that person, Life of a Free Spirit, got the coldest water bottle contract. Chantal got wind of it and was like, I'm not supporting coldest water bottle anymore because they promote bullying and haters. Like, she was the biggest baby. Instead of like using them like they were using her to promote their product, she literally cut off her own nose to spite her face. She could have made quite a bit of money promoting that product because she promoted it for quite a while, the coldest water bottle. She used to call it Coldie. She has the worst nicknames of anything. But anyway, that was the reason why she stopped, because they had a contract with another reaction channel, and Chantal did not like that. So, yeah. And my second theory is a lot of people got in touch with the coldest water bottle. That was a big thing on the farms, along with just the whole girl world's hemisphere at that time. And a lot of people had contacted the coldest water bottle and just were like, you need to like look into this YouTuber because she's not good for your brand. And then it was like a debate whether Chantal ended that relationship or they ended the relationship first. But that's pretty much what happened. Anyway, just a little history lesson.
I'm not going to promote a company if I don't use their products. I do get emails from companies. I think one was like a protein cereal, and I was like, I wouldn't eat that, so why am I going to advertise it just for money? So that's not something I do. Second, I think they expect you to have kind of a more cleaner image when it comes to promoting their products. They're a company. I get that. I totally get that. So, and whatever.
Nobody wants to touch her with a 20-foot pole And can you blame them? Absolutely not. Like, I would not want this woman promoting my product. I don't care what it is. Nope. No, thank you. Nope.
I'm totally fine not promoting any companies. It's just something I'm not really into. All right, this is a comment that I will comment on from Kimby. Oh, and thank you, the previous person, for your question. I love the direction your channel was going up to the B-Day when you met Frank. The interaction between you and the audience seemed very sincere, and the chemistry was awesome. You seemed more genuine and even happy a lot of times. It would be so awesome to one day see a Beezer reunion where we can face call and we can put faces to names. Thank you, Kimby, for your comment. So
Chantal will never do that, ever. The reason being, she doesn't want anyone to steal her thunder. Can you imagine if there was a Discord call or a Zoom call or some kind of call with Chantal and all of her like Beezers that we know right now, like the 20 people that are in her chat present day, and they all got on web camera together? First of all, I don't know how it would be if they would be deferential to her and they would put her on this pedestal because she still is the main character of the story, or if she sees other maybe more attractive females show up on that webcam, how she would react to that. I don't think she would like that. It would be an interesting experiment, though. Can you imagine? Oh my God.
I was thinking about this a lot, and I sometimes do miss things about.
Also, I feel like she's wearing her face through a pant leg hole. I feel like this is a pair of like someone's like work slacks. She's just stuck her round little potato face through it and is wearing it as like a hijab.
How I used to do my content and everything. Obviously, we all miss things from our past.
Doesn't it look like that? Or maybe this is like the waistline and she's got it pinned with this thing here.
But mentally, spiritually, everything is so different about me. Not personality-wise. I still, I'm kind of silly. I still do struggle a lot with mental health problems and with anger issues and things like that, and being triggered and stuff like that. That hasn't really changed much. I mean, I'm doing maybe a lot better than not lashing out every single day. But I would say that the type of life I had then attracted a certain audience. Right now I'm in a transition period, and a lot of that audience has fallen off or has been blocked. Yes, because a lot of it was a trolling.
They all left. That's what these present day idiot Beezers don't understand, is that everyone left, right? And I'm not talking just about the Holy Trinity. I'm talking about just, there was a lot of them in there, right? Where did they go? They all just stopped watching her. There wasn't like huge blow ups with most of them. Like they just stopped. They're just not here anymore, right? And all these people, they're all new, with the exception of maybe like Tracy. She's been here for a while, but Tracy's obviously got something mentally wrong with her. But anyway.
A lot of it was sometimes, when I wasn't in my right state of mind. As you know, I was going through a lot, and I documented all of that a lot. I was going through an abusive relationship. I was going through addictions, several addictions, and I just needed an audience, to vent to open up to. It was like therapy for me.
Except they weren't therapists, and that was her first mistake. She was trying to use her chat, her live chat, as therapy. And the only people that were seriously in there, like unironically, are bigger morons than she is. So it was literally the blind leading the blind. We were watching it in real time. That's what was crazy. It was like, what the hell's going on? Like, this woman is having full on daily, like, nervous breakdowns on YouTube, and no one was getting her help. And it's not the audience's job to get her help, right? Her family failed. Her like Pete's didn't help her. It wasn't on like their problem, but like everyone around her just ignored it and didn't. And she either they ignored it or she didn't want the help. I don't really know, but it was a wild time to be in this atmosphere when it was all going on.
And I'm not saying that an audience is a replacement for medical therapy. That's not what I'm saying, but it still helped me. So I had a community of people there for me, and I really appreciate that at that time of my life. But now things are different in my life, and honestly,
she ran them all off. All those people that were, and I'm talking about teardrop Tracy level blind support where Chantal could literally tell Teardrop that she has crushed her Teardrop's husband in a trash compactor, and too bad, so sad, Teardrop. Teardrop would come back with, it's okay. It's okay. Things happen. It's okay. Let's get a pizza. Like that's the level of like they talk about zombies. Like holy crap. She ran all those people off, and these new people, they don't realize, because I was watching, like, I caught part of her 4-hour live stream last night. Hell no way am I covering that. It was dull as dirt anyway. But just some of the people that were typing to her, it was just crazy. You guys, if you guys watched it, please let me know what your comments is, like what you thought about all those weirdos last night in her chat, like saying, oh, it's okay that, you're eating fast food. It's fine. Oh, you're having another meal an hour later. Oh, that's fine. It's okay. Let me know what you guys think of this new wave of Beezers. I'd love to hear your thoughts.
I don't know where people say that I'm not happy. I think it's just speculation. You don't really see what's going on when the camera's off. But I'm a lot more at peace right now with my life. I enjoy that I'm not on any substances. I enjoy that. Yes, I still struggle with food, but that I think will always be the case. I'm a lot happier in a lot of different ways. So
if you have to constantly say that you're happy, chances are you're not happy. Like, you don't have to constantly say you're happy. Once in a while, it's nice to reflect. Yes, you know what? I'm really happy. I'm grateful for what I have. That's fine. But if you're constantly saying it all the time, how happy you are, and telling people, I'm happy and this is happy. Like, why do you think I'm happy? Do you hear yourself? Like, but when you surround yourself with an echo chamber of troglodytes like she does, and her Beezers in her chat now, what do you expect? Do you expect her to have some kind of like realization of what she really is when she's surrounding herself with just a bunch of idiot yes men?
The audience, dynamic is not the same as it was. I understand that it might have been it was a lot more fun back then for certain people. But I think I'm just, growing up, and I'm just, yes, at my fine ripe age. But I think maturing as a person has nothing to do with your age number, with your chronological age at all. We see that a lot.
Why does she keep doing this? Like, what is this?
Person has nothing to do with your age number, with your chronological age at all. We see that a lot on here online. So she's not like age at all.
She's not like fixing a hair. She just keeps going like this. Like, what is she doing?
We see that a lot on here online. So I'm trying to mature even more and my life is in a different direction. I never expected it to go this way.
It is in a certain direction, is downward. we are experiencing, like, it's almost like the toilet has been clogged for years, and we've been plunging it and plunging it and plunging it, trying to get it sorted out, right? And now we're done plunging, and the water's just slowly coming up, and it's about to overflow, but we don't know yet. Like, we don't know when the shoe is going to drop, right? Anything could happen at any time. Nobody could have predicted Scatgate 2023. Nobody could have seen that coming, right? We knew he was a creep, but we didn't know how big of like a woman abuser he was, right? We didn't know. But like I said, anything could happen. So even though this arc is fucking dull and we're all dying of boredom, and people won't even cover the live streams, myself included, because they're so bad, something's going to happen. Something big will happen eventually. Just hang on, guys. We're going to get there. What it is, we don't know, but something is going to happen.
But I'm very happy that this is the path that's been set out for me, and I'm going to embrace every moment of it. So while I do miss some things, it's nice to look back and go, oh, this was funny, that's the extent it goes for me, really.
She keep doing that.
And anyone is welcome. Everyone is welcome as long as you're respectful. If you say something to me, like, I know a lot of people were upset about being blocked and it's isolating your audience. It's isolating a part of audience that's been toxic a lot of the time and doesn't want the best for me. So for me,
doesn't want the best for me means doesn't blindly agree with everything I'm doing and doesn't question anything. Just is an absolute brainless person. That's what she wants. And if you deviate from that just a little, it's not even just Chantal that will get on you. It is everybody else in the chat. If you ever noticed new people that come in there, they ask a question that isn't completely just ass kissing to her, and her chat is like, how dare you, don't ask that, what's wrong. They will just attack. She has got them so brainwashed that they will attack a dissenter before she even notices they're there. It's the most wildest thing.
I will take that loss because it helps me mentally. So, and as a creator, I have a right to do that. I have a right to choose who I want in this space at any time that I find suitable. So that's it. Thank you for your question, Kimby. All right, Indica Brownie asked, how difficult was the decision to become a revert? What has been the biggest challenge in that process? I'm always curious about different religions and how they came to be. Also, why is it referred to as a revert and not a convert? Sorry if that's a stupid question. Well, Indica Brownie, I'm not going to lie and say there's no such thing as stupid questions, because there are, but yours is not one of them. It's never stupid to ask about something that you don't have much understanding of. I am totally tolerant of those kind of questions. I'm still learning myself about Islam. I mean, I'm a new...
She knows nothing about Islam. She does not practice that. No, she does not. She is still Christian.
Revert. But the short answer is no, it wasn't difficult.
She's wearing pants on her head. Of course it wasn't difficult. She hasn't changed anything. The only thing that changed was her location and what she's wearing on her little bald dome now. That's the last. Like, she's wearing pants on her peanut right now. Like, little peanut Chantal is wearing a pair of pants. That's why they're slipping. She's got it tied precariously, hoping to God the pin stays in place, because if it comes out and this was a live stream, she would have been fucked.
Okay, I should say yes and no, it is. The decision to revert, to become Muslim, to take the Shahada, was not the difficult part. That was very easy because, you basically just need to acknowledge, you need to have basic understanding of Islam, but you also need to accept and swear to the fact that there's only one God and that Muhammad is his messenger. So I completely agree with that. The hard part for me is being a Muslim sometimes. I want to be a good Muslim, but...
The hard part is being a Muslim sometimes. What? What's hard about it? Oh my God. It's like the cognitive dysfunction is baffling.
It's very, very hard. Certain things, keeping my character, not breaking my character, not letting hate and anger into my heart, things like this. Even the makeup thing. I'm wearing light makeup, but
wait, did she just say breaking character?
Certain things, keeping my character, not breaking my character, not letting hate and...
Not breaking my character. She literally just admitted this is a character she's playing, right? Is that what you guys are getting off that? That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm interpreting that as. Yeah, I fully, yes, that's honest. That's what she meant. She's being honest. She is literally playing a character, and the only time the real Chantal comes out is when she's raging. That's it. This is a character she's playing. We all, that's the thing. We, all of us who have been here and who know who she is, who can see who she is, we all understand that this isn't real. I think that's why we're so just fed up with it. Like, at least be genuine. Like, I had more respect for her 2 years ago when she was running the streets with Nodder. I really did, because at least she was being real. And this is who I am. This is what I'm... Yeah, she would lie. We know that. But she at least let us in and see the real her, right? That was the real Chantal. Like it or not, that was her. And I can respect someone for at least being honest. Like, okay, this, zero respect for her. I could see right through this. This is like she is ridiculous.
Anger into my heart, things like this. Even the makeup thing. I'm wearing light makeup, but there's rules. There's guidelines set by Allah that are sometimes challenging, and I'm sure most Muslims feel this way. So I'm just trying to do my best and repent when I can. And servants to Allah. Thank you, Indica Brownie, for your question. I hope that answers it. Chickadee. Hi, Chantal.
I feel like she tried to like answer that because she had no idea what she was talking about.
Oh, new series, nice. I will be watching. Also, yes, thank you. Question: did you ever think of putting out a special fragrance with Salah? Can he have a special scent made to order, or does he only have access to pre-made perfumes? Because that would be cool if you could have special scent of your own creation mixed and sold. Chickadee, I don't know if you saw, we do have a Beezer perfume. It's in the room. It's a rose vanilla scent. He does have
The one she's talking about, the Beezer spray perfume. God, this is random me picking this exact video. That was the one she showed in the other couple days ago. She was like, look, she missed her face with the rose water, and she used a bottle, and she said it's stained red. I forget what was in here, but it's the Beezer spray bottle. Somebody posted that. Was it in Twitter or our Discord channel? I forget. Shout out to whoever that was. I'm totally blanking right now, but thank you for pointing that out to me as well. But that's funny that this video she mentioned it. Ah, funny.
a warehouse where him and his business partner, and they make the fragrances themselves. They mix the fragrances with different scents, different essential oils, different, I don't know what they use, but yeah, they have like all the bottles, all the equipment, all the mixers. They have scales. Like he does everything. Like they do everything themselves. Sometimes he comes home smelling of something nice. I'm like, oh, what is that? He's like, a new fragrance. So he does
a new fragrance or a lady of the night.
Have that. So yeah, he can make a requested scent for sure. He can try to. So the Beezer perfume was just for fun. My favorite scent that he makes is rose vanilla. So he sells just to markets here in Kuwait. He doesn't ship internationally, so we're not looking to sell to anybody right now. I don't know. I know a lot of you want.
I don't know why they didn't. Like, these idiots would buy anything from her. I still, that's one thing I cannot wrap my head around. She's so lazy that she won't even do merch. You could do it through a third party. You don't have to make it yourself, right? It's not hard to make it yourself. It's really fucking easy. And people make a good side hustle on it if you could sell your shit. But like, don't have to do much, Like, why didn't they sell his crappy perfume as Beezer spray? They could have just made couple hundred bottles and just, it doesn't make sense. I don't know.
To try the perfume, so maybe inshallah one day we can get you guys some samples or something, but we're not looking to profit off of selling internationally or anything like that right now. He's doing well in Kuwait, so mashallah. And yeah, but the short answer is yes, he can make any scents he wants to. They're not pre-made. Squeaky from, do you think it was necessary for you to become Muslim to marry Salah? Like, if he was fine with you not converting, would you have been fine marrying him as you were? So I actually made the choice to become Muslim. Salah is Muslim, but it wasn't like a requirement. Like at first when I met him, I was like, I'm Christian. Is that a problem? And he was like, no, that's totally fine. Christians, and Muslims can marry. I mean, a Muslim woman has to marry a Muslim man, but
I mean, we know what he wants to do to Christian women, right? Let's not forget who Salah really is. This Syrian Casanova Romeo, right? Who she wants to say is the handsomest man, dad, handsomest man. Yeah, that guy, that loser. Let's not forget, he would love to be violent against Christian women and white women. So let's not forget that. That is the most important thing to remember about Salah. It's not the fact that he wants to shit on people or wants to teabag Jesus or grape the Bible. It's that he wants to be abusive towards white Christian women, of which Chantal is a white Christian woman.
as a Christian woman, I could marry a Muslim man and vice versa. So it was a conversation though. Like, he would have just loved for me to of course learn more about Islam and become Muslim. So I kind of just like made that decision on my own. So it wasn't a requirement for him to do it. Just like wearing hijab is, he prefers me to be covered, of course. But if I was like, absolutely, I don't want to do this, I think he would be okay with it. Especially like I'm not required to be Muslim. This is all my own spiritual learning on my own. But him being Muslim really helps. We do prayer together. It's really nice, and it connects us on a more.
These two do it. Can you imagine these two trying to pray together in that living room? First of all, they couldn't fit. But just her bending over, farting in his face. Like, I could just picture that shit.
Spiritual level. So yeah, it's also a cultural thing as well. A lot of this, Kuwait has become a lot more open than a lot of different countries, so in the Middle East,
Yeah, did you guys hear that I'm not trying to get political here, but I couldn't believe when I read this. Was it Afghanistan? I forget exactly which. I don't know if it was the whole of Afghanistan. Women are not allowed to be in homes with windows. When I read that, I had to stop for a second and I was like, it's 2025. That's all I have to say. Not to be political, but there are a lot of women and girls suffering all over the world. And let's not forget them. So we think it's funny that, Salah is this piece of crap that likes to shit on women. Haha, he's a joke. He's a loser. She's been embarrassing him for years. Let's not forget the real reason why he's a scumbag. Because people like him like to do awful things to women. And let's just keep that in the forefront of our mind. So she can talk about everything she wants and posture, all of this bullshit, but he's a piece of shit, Chantal.
So I think, so you do see women who are Muslim and not covered. I honestly, in public, have yet to see so many. Most of the women I see are dressed in black and they wear niqab. That's like the majority of the women I see here. Muslim women. But there are some who are more,
Niqab is the one that's just the eyes, right? That's the one that freaks me the fuck out. I don't like that at all. Sorry if that's your religion. Don't care. I think that's fucking horrific.
Have different ideology and everything like that. It's traditionally Muslim women are ordered by Allah to cover at least their hair, cover their body, their hair, dress modest, so, or be veiled. So I think he would prefer me to cover myself, but I don't think it would be like a super requirement for him. It wouldn't be a deal breaker, because I wasn't covered and I wasn't Muslim when I met him. So, Donnie asked, thank you for your question. Donnie asked, cost of living in Kuwait. The cost of living in Kuwait is, I would say, more affordable than Canada. One, we don't have to pay taxes here. Like, there's no income tax, there's no sales tax. So there's no...
I hope you're paying taxes on your YouTube checks. I really do. Like, you got into a lot of trouble not paying your taxes a couple times, Chantal. You still have to pay those taxes. Even though you're living in Kuwait, you still have to pay those taxes as you go.
Tax at all. So that automatically is a big difference. You can find apartments for a lot cheaper than in Canada as well, like a lot cheaper. Of course, petrol gas is so cheap. It's maybe like $20 on like a 6-cylinder. His Honda's like 6-cylinder. It's like $20 for like a week of like straight driving. Like, we drive quite a lot, so it's so cheap. But it's an oil country, right? So food is cheaper, a lot cheaper. You can get like a bag of 100 falafel. Is falafel? I don't know. What's the plural of falafel? The word falafel has now lost all meaning. When you say something so much. Anyway, so for like, I think it's like 1 kd, so like $4 for like 100 falafels, where I used to get like 6 for like, what, $10? So it's like super more affordable in a lot of ways. Gold is cheaper and it's higher quality carrots.
First of all, I'm not even going to talk about her fingers because holy shit, is that bleak. That gold looks, I don't know, it just looks fake. Listen, I love yellow gold. I'll show you guys my wedding ring. My wedding ring is 24 karat yellow gold. I'll take it off. Hold on. It's very oddly shaped. It's like a Art Deco kind of a ring. I don't know if you could see that, but it doesn't look so yellow. This is 24 karat gold, right? Maybe I'm doing it wrong. But you see how yellow hers is, and mine is so like, I don't know. It almost has like an orange tint to it. But what the hell do I know?
Like, this is 21 karat gold. So it's super affordable in a lot of ways, for sure. Pretty much mostly everything. Kanita Metovic asked, where do you plan to travel? So inshallah, we want to go to KSA or Saudi Arabia. We want to go travel around the Middle East, different parts of the Middle East. I don't know, maybe Bahrain, Qatar, like fully explore it. I've been there.
I will say this again. She will never go to anywhere. Like, she'll never go to Europe. Reason being because she doesn't want to be anywhere where she can understand the people making fun of her. Imagine her going to England. Like, she'd be a sight to see. Can you imagine walking into like Sainsbury's and you see this trundling along and vlogging herself, and you're looking at her in her phone when she passes by, and it's all like skewed and shit, and you see her shopping cart's like 20 feet long. You know what I mean? She'll never go to a country where people can make fun of her and she'll actually understand them.
Like in transit from the one airport to another, but it looks like a really cool place too. Maybe UAE, like Dubai, Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, Maldives. We want to go to, like, if I get really fit, if I successfully get super fit to a point where I could trek a long enough way, we both want to really do Everest Base Camp. You know, I've always had this weird dream of wanting to go see Everest, and he does too. So that'll be my celebratory trip. Yeah,
Can you imagine? Listen, I know that this joke has been wrung out so much over the years with her going to Everest Base Camp. It's almost up there with her losing 100 pounds in 6 months and having a six-pack. But I would love to see her and Salah attempt it. Just train for it. That would be an amazing series for a vlog, Chantal.
afraid of that little plane crashing, but I guess I can take something for that. Midnight, thank you for your question. Midnight Majesty asked, what do you use to edit your videos? So I use KindMaster. I've been using KindMaster mobile. I use, just like, honestly, lay in bed and edit on my, laying down on KindMaster. And I use PixArt for my thumbnails. Now,
do you guys edit your videos on your phone? I have to do it on the computer. I just don't like doing it on my phone. I don't know why. I use OBS to record, and I use CapCut to like edit everything. I love CapCut. It's the first thing I ever started using, and now I'm like, oh, I love CapCut.
Salah,
But can you imagine editing videos in your bed on your phone? I don't know. It sounds like, the feels just so like, I don't know, like limited, you know?
uses Filmora Wondershare for his gaming videos, and but I, like, he sits and does it, but I like to lay down, so, you know. Thanks for your question. Oh, and it's affordable. I don't remember exactly how much it was. It just comes off of my credit card, like, automatically, so I don't really remember how much it is. I don't know. I can check and get back to you. Jack, Douglas, Beezer, if you could live anywhere in the world except Kuwait or Canada, where would you live? Honestly, I'm going to answer that, but between Kuwait and Canada, I think would be perfect. I think that would be perfect. I would probably want to live in the UAE, or I definitely like living in the Middle East. So either the Canada or the Middle East is probably where I would want to live, for sure. I'm not really sure. Like, I haven't really explored other countries' possibilities, but, you know, maybe there's some cool European countries that would be nice to live in, but definitely between Canada and the Middle East would be cool. Jules, hey sweetie, I understand women in Kuwait have to wear hijabs, but is that all the time or just in public? I'm asking because I notice you wear yours in your videos from home as well, so I'm just curious. Thanks, and just keep on doing you, girl. So here, hijab is not a requirement. Somebody did answer to that as well. Lulu, I'm a Kuwaiti. Just letting you know that wearing a hijab in Kuwait and as a Muslim is not mandatory. It's a choice. Smiley face. So yes, that's true. But wearing a hijab as a Muslim, from my understanding and opinion, is that, you know, it's in the Quran, ordained by Allah to be veiled as a woman. So this is why I choose to do it. But it's not mandatory. That person is right. It's not mandatory. Like, you don't have to be veiled here. You won't, there's no morality police who will come and arrest you. So it's more open. And, you know, other people have different interpretations of the Quran. So who am I to judge that? But for me personally, anytime I am being seen by somebody who is not my husband or blood family member, then I have to cover. So that's why we're in the home when I'm doing videos, because I'm being presented to you guys and I have to cover for that reason. Thanks for your question.
We've seen your fupa.
Kiwi 33. Are you happy? That's all I want to know. I hope the answer is a giant yes. Kiwi 33.
Can these questions be are you happy? Can they be any more softball? My God. These are all the questions. Are you happy? Clearly, she's ecstatic. She loves her life.
Thank you. I'm really confused at how a lot of people, and I'm not directing this at you, Kiwi, because I do peripherally hear and see that people question my happiness. You know, they think that I have to be back on my kitchen chair, you know, in my whole mess just to be, you know, or high or whatever, just to be happy, and I wasn't happy then at all. Yes, I would say with a ginormous yes. I am super, super happy.
Anyone that has to be super, super, super happy, they're not happy. And that's, we all know it, Chantal. So just, again, with the pretense, you're not fooling anyone. Honestly, you're not. And just leave Salah. It's over. Like, we're done. You're done. He's done. He's just holding on. Like, do you guys think he's got a life insurance policy on her? I bet you he does. I bet you they have one on each other.
100%. Yeah, for sure. I mean, life still has ups and downs. It's not going to be, I'm not going to be ecstatic every day, and I'm still going through hardships and growing as a person. So, but generally, yeah, thanks for your question.
She's
New York
growing, all
Stiletto
right.
asked, have you been taking your medication properly? How does it work? Do you go to doctors to get prescriptions? So thank you for your question. Um, so it's, no, it's a bit different here. I think some prescriptions require, I think
Stop
some
touching
medications
it.
require prescriptions, I should say. But honestly, the medications I need, my inhaler, which by the way takes Symbicort, inhaler for my asthma. And I have recently restarted. I actually came off of I'm on and off about antidepressants, but I have to realize I need them. Like, I just restarted them actually yesterday. So, I literally, Salah will go into a pharmacy, any pharmacy here, and just say what I need. Like I said, I need Cypralex, 10 milligrams, for example. And you get your medication. It's as simple as
She's definitely on pills. When she gets giggly in her live streams, she's on pills. 1,000%. She's on that. That's what it is. She's on pills. She's not smuggling weed back into Kuwait. You guys, come on. Come on. Chantal is not smuggling THC into Kuwait. She didn't take Pete's money. Come on, you guys. She's on pills. That's what it is.
that. I'm surprised, but the pharmacist is very knowledgeable and will go through a lot of details, side effects, blah blah blah, all that stuff. You know, so they're almost like a doctor. They really find what you need. But yeah, it's super affordable. It's like the name brand Cypralex in Canada was like $80 or something like that. Here it's like 4 kd, like, or something, or like maybe I think it was like 8 kd. I think Salah said, like, maybe. So yeah, like not very expensive, like 30 something. So like, I don't know. But yeah, so really not expensive at all. So different, so different. And you can just walk into a pharmacy if they have it, and it's not something that's on their like controlled substance list. You know, I guess depression is pretty common, more common than I thought. So therapy is very, very, very pricey, but they do have a psychiatric hospital here. But these pills, I think, will, once I'm back on them, I honestly, that's why I feel tired when I first get back on them, and you know, it gets into my system again. But I have to, now that I have cheap, easy access to them, I am just going to stay on them because
Cheap, easy access, and his sister's a pharmacist. We just answered the question. I'm so glad I watched this because I didn't even know that she had this discussion. Shit.
you know, I'll do 10 milligrams until I start to feel they're not working.
Why does everyone question if she's high and she's on pills? She just said she's taking pills. So if she can get anxiety medication just by walking into a pharmacy saying, "Give me this," you think she can't find something that's going to give her a little buzz? Of course she is. Especially when you start mixing things. She's on, oh my God. And again, she does not have a doctor who is following her health. So she's getting prescriptions here. She's going to this doctor, this clinic, this emergency room, this whatever. Like, and who knows how all of this stuff is reacting. And she doesn't take it regularly. Like, she's not a consistent person in any aspect of her life, much less medication wise. Like, she doesn't take her health seriously. So why should she take her medication seriously? This woman, I'm surprised she's still upright.
Anymore. And then honestly, when I would go for follow-up with a psychiatrist to monitor my medication, and they would just ask me the same basic questions the pharmacist would ask, you know, like, how do you feel, blah blah blah, like little things like that that anyone can ask, you know. So I'm very happy about that. Very, very happy. I need my medication. Like, I'm if I'm not on it, it's like night and day for me. You can really tell. Like, I just oh man, my mood swings are so crazy, and yeah, it's so hard for me to control my emotions. I'm working on it, but it's very hard. PR asked, when are you going home to Canada? I think I've answered this in like other ways through other questions. A lot of the questions are the same. You guys want to know, am I happy here? When am I going home? I don't have a foreseeable date when I'm going home. I don't know. Everything is like just, you know, I plan on being here for a while.
If she touches that pair of pants wrapped around her head one more time, I'm gonna rip it off her head and make her eat it. I really am. That's what I'm going to do to you, Chantal.
We plan on doing some traveling. I'm not sure when I'll go visit home. I'm still not sure. So, but I'll let you guys know updates when I find out. Thanks, PR. Kanita Metovic asked, how did you and Salah meet? How long did you know each other before marrying? Okay, so the short of it is we met in October, the beginning of October, and we married at the beginning of November, near the beginning of November.
Yes, she supposedly met him on Tinder, was it? International Tinder, where he was looking for white, fat Canadian women to scam. And he was the first one she found. He was literally the first person she started talking to on there. 2 weeks later, she's on a plane to Kuwait, and then she gets married. It it didn't make sense then. It still doesn't make sense now. Um, she clearly has lost her fucking mind, right? This woman is off the deep end, swimming in the ocean of just denial and just sorry and just shit. Like, she met him, and a few weeks later went there and got married. God knows what she signed. She got married, but God knows what she signed in front of whoever the fuck those people were. Like, I can't.
Yeah. So 1 month, we knew each other, but I don't know. To me, there's no time frame to falling in love. Sometimes it's instant. Sometimes it, I think
you didn't instantly fall in love, because let's not forget that he told her, what did she say to him exactly that he said he didn't love her anymore? Oh, I think she called him a pig or something along those lines. She called Salah a pig. And then they had a huge fight. He told her he didn't love her anymore. She came on a live stream crying. Oh my God, those days are gone, but I do miss them.
developing a relationship, sure, it takes time, but I kind of just do things fast. I kind of live fast, and
She lives fast, you guys. This is what you call living fast.
it's hard.
No, you got scammed. I don't even know any elderly person that would get scammed as fast as you got scammed. Like Nodder scammed her, but she scammed him too. So it wasn't really like, it was tit for tat with those two. It was just such a blatant, he is scamming you and you don't want to see it. It's like those people that, like, think of it this way. Think of this scenario. Grandpa tells you as his grandchild that he got these weird phone calls from someone asking to buy him freaking gift cards. And as his grandson or daughter, you're like, Grandpa, that's not a good idea. Like, you shouldn't be doing that. It's a scam. Oh, it is? Really? Really? Giving people my credit card number and things like that's a scam? Really? And they keep doing it, and you keep telling them you're going to lose money. You're getting scammed. This isn't real. And they just keep doing it. Like, do you feel bad for the elderly grandpa? Like, do you feel bad for the elderly Chantal? Like, or is it her own fault because she's been warned every day for 2 years? You know?
To explain, like I said, the story about it, a lot of people will think it's not, it's just BS because it sounds so, it sounds far-fetched, but honestly, I put my number on WhatsApp. I was fed up. I stopped looking at DMs. I said, I'm tired.
Tinder.
God, please send me somebody who will take care of me and be the opposite of the abusive partner I was with before that.
Honey, you were abusive to him as well. Let's not act like you were a victim, because you were not.
Please, please, please. I'm tired of these random meaningless datings and whatever else.
I'll say it right now. She wanted to be abused. I will 100% say it. She wanted she wanted to be a victim. She 100% wanted to be abused. Whether or not she actually was, I don't really believe it.
I woke up to.
But yeah, that's what she wanted. She just wanted the sympathy of her audience. So if she could come up with this story that she's so abused, oh my God, but I'm going to keep going back every day and throwing my money and myself at him, so might be controversial opinion, but I still stand by it.
WhatsApp message from Salah, and it was a sweet message, and it was just, from there, it just grew and grew and grew every day. We spent hours a day, so I would say it was condensed. Like,
I would love to know, why doesn't someone ask her, what did Salah say to her to get her attention that was so sweet, that just won her over? Like, what was his pickup line? I would love to know that answer.
Yes, it was a short amount of time, like timeline wise, but each day we would video and spend time getting to know each other for the whole day, hours and hours and hours. So we grew closer together with every hour that we spent together. So it felt a lot longer that I knew him because of the quality time we spent together.
Shut up.
So yeah, but it was basically a month, and then I was married, which honestly is not something totally out of character for myself. I don't know.
Really? Because you've been married before? Honey, you were engaged to yourself. You took engagement photos of yourself. And you weren't engaged to anybody. You bought your own engagement ring. I can't.
Mimi, this is a joke one, and I'm going to end with this one for now. Mimi's a beezer who makes me laugh. See, I love beezers who make me laugh. I don't... I need people there for me in my circle who just unconditionally
Love
will
you.
just be there for me. People like that in life are rare. You know, it's not that they have to agree with everything you do, but people...
Yes, they do. They have to agree with every single thing that comes out of her stupid mouth, because if they don't, they will lose favor and eventually disappear. Whether she blocks them or they just disappear themselves.
Don't, you know, people who don't make you feel bad or berate you or are just there for you or make you laugh. I like people like that in my life, you know? What did Sears ever do to you? I made a comment about Sears, like a derogatory comment about people wearing clothes from Sears. And I was angry, so I just said it, you know. I think I have a vendetta against Sears because I used to have to wear the clothes so often, like between that and JCPenney as a kid growing up. People, my step grandmother would always, even my mom, like they would take me to Sears a lot. Sears was like the thing back when I was growing up. I was born in 1984. So the mall would have a Sears, like every mall would have a Sears, you know, like they have like a one department store in every huge mall. Well, ours was Sears or JCPenney. So Sears, they always made me wear the ugliest. Like, to me, I didn't care about clothes. I wanted Barbies. So I was always like, all these kids' clothes are ugly. They're all matching, like purple top, purple corduroys, or stirrup pants. You remember those? So I didn't like getting clothes. So I would always they would always make me bypass the Barbie section and go for the clothes because I needed clothes, right? Every school season starting. And Sears was just so drabby to me. There was just something about it. It was like department store drabby. Everything was...
You're wearing pants on your head. Before we start going after Sears and Pennies and whatever the hell else, you're wearing pants on your head. And that's why you keep touching them, because they're slipping off your shiny head.
Beige, brown, you know.
I mean, a human knee. How is she not a human knee right now? Beige, 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 pale and beige.
Appliances, clothes. Never, not, you know, I saw the toy departments like sometimes, but you know, I didn't get a Barbie every time we went, and I always wanted a Barbie. And the cafeteria food was pretty crappy, but now that I look back on it, it makes me nostalgic to remember like the juice, the grape and red juice in those like coolers, and like...
Of course, that's what she remembers, is the fucking food from Sears. I didn't even know Sears sold food. Sears sells food? Since when?
Rice pudding, like cafeteria rice pudding or Jello, and then like just fries with like lumpy gravy. Yeah, the food was pretty crappy. So I don't know. There's just something about Sears that just I don't like. I don't know what it is. But same with Zellers. You know, Kmart, Zellers, Sears. I don't know. There's just something about...
Oh man, I miss Kmart, you guys. Kmart. Oh, Newberry's, Bradley's, Kmart. Oh, Kmart.
department stores. I just don't like it.
Every Kmart was like dimly or poorly fucking lit. The aisles were just every Kmart I've ever been in was just creepy. I've been in a Kmart twice when the power went out in Kmart, and that was really creepy. Yeah, rip Kmart.
I don't know why. Although growing up, my favorite show was Today's Special, and it took place in a department store. So, and even that one was like a beige, boring department store. I don't know. I have issues. So thanks, Mimi, for your question. All right, guys, so that's it for the Q&A. I don't know if I'll do another part soon, but now I'm going to get on the editing of the vlogs that I've been wanting to put up for you guys. So we're going to have, of course, more activities on the couples vlog, and just mostly finishing up a lot of things left to do in Kuwait. There's a lot of things we didn't realize there are to do, so there's going to be some vlogs on that. And so just getting out more, showing you like the different culture of Kuwait with museums and parks and different cultural centers. There's the Grand Mosque. There's all kinds of different things that we have done in our...
You should go to a mosque now. I'd like to see you pray in a mosque, Miss Muslim Miriam, modest.
We're going to continue doing to show you. There's also a more fun side of Kuwait, but there's also
fun side.
My channel here plan on doing more personal related things, like, you know, day in the life and stuff like that, my Ramadan experience. So anyway,
Isn't Ramadan coming up soon? Right ish.
I can hear my hamster stirring. I must go tend to him. All right, guys. I thank you for watching this, and
Anyway, that was my fact checking, answering your more questions part 2. Let me know how I did. And did you learn anything new? I'd love to know. That was pretty much it. I'm sorry I haven't been covering her live streams lately. I can't. They are so bad. I can't. So I apologize. And my earbud just popped out. Where'd it go? I don't know. Oh, down my shirt. I'm going to leave this in because now it's really down my shirt. Okay. I got these Beats for Christmas, these earbud Beats, and I don't like them. I really don't like them, unfortunately. I like my regular Beats, like my headset, but these I'm not a big fan. Anyway, sorry, I'm just rambling. The video is over. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.